Hey, man, say, man, I'm back with another motherfucking video today, man. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I'm on your ass now. My shit was nappy at first, but I ain't nappy no more. Ho, fuck you talking about? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? We ain't finna react to nothing funny today. No Jerry Springer. No, you know what I'm saying? None of that. This seemed like a serious video. Goddamn, a self-deleting thing popped up on my shit. This shit say the following content may contain self-deleting or self-harm topics. So I know this will be a good video. This is popped up on my damn recommended from this page called This Is Monsters. So I just, you know what I'm saying? I just know this finna be some good shit. It's about some dude named Kevin Davis. I ain't never heard of him. I'm finna hear about his ass now though. I ain't gonna hold you too long. I'm finna go ahead and get this shit started and, you know what I'm saying, get the show on the motherfucking road. Let's get this shit cracking, man.
I buy the same products
motherfucking ad as soon as I start.
I save hundreds of dollars a month by doing this one simple trick that I'm about to show you.
Skip.
On March 27, 2014, Kevin Davis rode his bicycle away from the apartment where he lived with his mother and his sister.
I'll rip, he look a little weird. And they got a hairline like that, mustache like that. It tell you a lot about him. That nigga don't care about a lot. It's a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, that he don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Them being one of the two. So you know he don't give a fuck about you, you know?
After a while, he tossed his bike and his backpack behind some bushes and continued walking down the railroad tracks. Eventually, Kevin walked up to a house, knocked on the door, and asked to use their phone. The resident dialed 911 and told the operator that Kevin had just come to their home and told them that he had killed his mother, Kimberly Hill. When a Nueces County Sheriff's
So this nigga went to some so you killed your mama and went and rode your bike to somebody else's house to let them know that you need. So something wrong with this nigga. Something wrong with him, man. You a little off, my boy. You a little off, my boy.
Deputy arrived. He questioned Kevin, who told him the same thing. Kevin was taken to the Corpus Christi police station while officers rushed to the house to check on Kimberly, and when they arrived, they found her nude body laying in her bedroom, a bloody hammer on the floor beside her.
Damn,
it was evident that Kevin...
It was the hammer, my boy? Damn. Shit.
had indeed killed his own mother, but that was not all he had done to her that day. This is Monsters.
Y'all see that title, bro? Don't tell me he... Not your mama, my boy. He killed his mama with a hammer and then fucked her. Okay. Subscribe to this page. Cause I don't know where he found this shit at. But if he dropping shit like this, hey, you gotta subscribe, my boy. I'm there. What the fuck? Season 10, nigga, how long you been doing this? What the fuck? Damn. This nigga got South Park seasons, goddamn it. Shit, nigga, you season 10? You a YouTuber, G? Shit, you need a TV show. You need to be on A&E. What the fuck? You on Fox.
Kevin Davis was born on December 27th childhood, but it seemed that by the time he was 18 years old, he had become bored with his life.
very beginning, I asked my mother for permission to die, or rather kind of commit suicide, this sort of beating around the bush sort of thing. Because, well, that doesn't really matter why I wanted to kill myself.
Sure it does.
I'm bored with life. I don't like life. I don't like people. I don't like living it, basically.
You tripping, my boy. I ain't gonna like tripping. I mean, I know some people, you know what I'm saying, they go through this and that, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I know. I understand. We all go through it. We all go through life, my boy. But that wasn't the solution, G. Your mom?
There's really anything depressing about it. It's just this and
No,
this.
man.
And so, I wrote the note. I did.
When did you write the note?
Around 6-ish, 7-ish.
Today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay. That's in the afternoon?
Afternoon.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then,
She get upset with you?
well, no, actually. I mulled it over. And then, on a whim, actually, I turned it over, wrote a plan to kill both my mother and my sister, quite frankly. That's always been a thing of mine. I'm a bit of a pervert.
Is it like,
I got smoke on this one, my boy. Hold the fuck up. Let me roll these windows up, son. Hold the fuck up. You want to kill your mama and your sister? What you got going, my boy? You can't be doing that, G. No. What the fuck? What the fuck?
like a fantasy thing?
It is, actually. So, that did not. The best laid plans never work out, apparently. Or at least the one scribbled on a piece of paper. Because she had decided she was sick of this stuff. She was going to go send me to live with my sister again. And so I kind of left off in a fury and just did it right then and there.
Like many of the stories on my channel, this one starts with someone who claimed to have wanted to take
Why old people be having it? This shit. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. They be having them damn chocolate chips and shit on the head and shit in their legs and shit. She be looking nasty.
their own life, but ended up taking someone else's instead. Kevin said that at
You look like you just hit the gas. God damn, my boy, you look high. Open your eyes. Goddamn. What you looking at?
about 10 p.m. on March 26th. When he told his mother that he wanted to commit suicide, she responded that she couldn't control what he did, and if he did take his own life, she would have to deal with it. An unfortunately harsh response, in my opinion. Kevin didn't like what he heard, so he decided to carry out a long-time fantasy. He jumped into action and attacked Kimberly. The detectives asked him to clarify exactly what he did.
I tried to strangle her with a cord, ripped cord from a video game console controller. That didn't work, huh?
What was this that you tried to strangle?
She was sitting on the couch watching TV.
Okay.
That didn't work out too well. She started screaming, and so I went to her room, opened a drawer at the very bottom to the right. I pulled out a...
Look how calm he is talking about killing his mama, my boy. What the fuck? That's a sick world we live in.
Hammer. I went back in the living room, and well, you kind of get the gist from there. And, she was out pretty quickly. Kind of tried to play dead at first, then I finished it.
So you hit her with a hammer when she was sitting in the sofa in the living room?
No, first I tried to strangle her, and that didn't work. She grabbed the cord, so I raced back into her room, grabbed the hammer, came back out, and then did it.
How many times did you hit with the hammer in the living room?
At least 20, but then she was still alive. I dragged her into the room, as you probably clearly saw, and then I kind of wormed my hands into her brain to kind of just cut it. She was still snoring.
Okay, so she was still alive?
She was still alive.
And you went in?
Y'all heard this nigga? Hold the fuck up. It was the gas. Alright. So, you hit her 20 times. They didn't finish it, so you drug her to a whole nother room. You put your head in her. You put your hand in her head.
In there and you kind of grabbed his brains?
Yeah, finished it.
Alright. Did you use a knife on her?
Actually, I was going to, but no, I didn't get to do that.
Imagine interviewing this man. Imagine being the one interviewing him, you hearing this shit. Like, what the fuck? You gotta go home and tell your wife, man, your wife and kids, how your day was at work, man. This nigga. Yep. I interviewed him today, babe. This one guy, he goddamn beat his mom with a hammer and fucked her. Like, how the fuck? Nigga, no. That ain't just normal, G. This ain't no normal fucking, what the fuck?
Did you, I guess you never got to stab her with a knife?
No.
It was all with a hammer?
It was all the hammer in my hand.
Where did you hit her with a hammer?
The head.
All in the head area?
All in the head, I believe. I may have gotten her hand because she was covering herself.
You heard that right. After beating her on the head with the hammer, she was still alive, so he put his hand into her skull and mashed up her brain in order to make sure she was dead. He would later tell detectives that her brains felt like putty. What kind of person thinks to do that? He goes into detail about exactly what he did next.
This nigga's like putty. What the fuck? He got me going a little crazy. Gee, what the fuck going on?
When you dragged her to the living room, to the bedroom, you kept on hitting her there?
Yeah, kind of.
That's when you reached in and grabbed her brain?
Yeah, I kicked at it a bit. Then I just, that was kind of silly, but then yeah, I just decided to reach in and kind of just do it.
Mm-hmm. And then what did you do after that?
Then I had sex with her corpse.
You did? Mm-hmm. Did you come inside her?
I did, actually.
Have you ever done that before, like had sex with her?
No, I haven't, actually.
I know I keep making little faces and shit, but gee, I'm trying to really just wrap my brain around this. You beat your mama with a hammer and then fucked her and bust one in your mama. Gee, you're fucking. What would they make you, cuz? The daddy, the daddy? Maybe your brother and you would be his daddy type shit. You the big brother daddy.
The first time?
Oh yeah, I lost my virginity to a corpse.
Okay.
Kevin explained that he had sex with his mother's body after killing her. He told investigators that he had had violent thoughts since his pre-teens, and the idea of killing both his mother and his sister had been in his head for a while. It seemed that his sister, Desiree Hill, also lived at home with Kimberly, and Kevin originally planned to wait until she got home and kill her as well. That didn't happen, and the detectives asked if she was okay. Kevin assured them that she was.
Was it a fantasy of yours to kill her as well?
It was.
Did you write down that on your notes?
Oh, I did, actually, but I decided against it because, well, I'd had my fill.
That shit made me zone out for a second, because, nigga, you sick. You a fucking sick. You a sick motherfucker, bro. You sick. You're sick in the head. You're sick, buddy.
I didn't.
You're sick, buddy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It seemed that one murder was enough for Kevin. He didn't want to be excessive. Instead of killing her, he did leave a note to mess with Desiree.
Let's talk about the notes that you wrote. How many notes did you write?
3.
3. There was one in the living room.
Yeah.
That one was addressed to who?
Desiree, my sister, because I knew she's a good girl, but rather sensitive. I knew she would lose her head if she kind of saw that.
You remember what the note said?
Keep your head. Hurry. She might still be alive, although I highly doubt it in parentheses. Something along those lines. Yeah. Sincerely.
But when you wrote the note, you knew your mom was already dead?
Oh, yeah, I knew it. You know,
So you were just messing with Desiree by writing that she might still be alive?
And my sick sense of humor,
Okay.
I was pretty well off my rocker by then.
I'm pretty sure you've been off your rocker for a while, Kevin. Not only that, but Kevin described himself as being in a playful mood.
And then there's a second note in your mom's bedroom. What did that one say? You remember?
Chase me.
Was that addressed to the police or to who?
I was in a very playful mood at the time.
Okay.
I just wanted to run. Just wanted to see how far I could get.
Yeah. So what? Your plan was to leave town, or what? According to one of the notes that you wrote.
Oh yeah,
But a bus?
actually, yeah, the Greyhound bus. I was gonna try to get out of the state or anything really.
Okay. But I guess something else happened. You ended up at somebody's house.
No,
What happened?
I told you my plan was foiled because she talked to me. She said my sister's going to come pick me up now, like in a few minutes. Go live with her, and that's when I said it's time to act, now or never.
I see.
I just went over to their house to use their phone, and then I was using their phone, so I thought I might as well tell them when they asked me questions. I mean, they had questions on using their phone. And
Where was this at? Where did you end up at?
ultimately, I ended up in the backwoods of a ditch.
Here in town or out of town?
Robstown.
In Robstown. How did you get over there?
In Corpus Christi, I biked halfway, and then I got to the...
It's like he's so calm about this shit, he don't care. I mean, man, what the fuck going on?
train tracks,
Gee, what
and
the
then I
fuck?
ditched the bike in the thick woods, and then from the train tracks, I just walked.
To Robstown.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you came up to the... Was it like the first house that you saw, or how did you go to this house to ask to use the phone?
Initially, my plan was just to run as far as I can, but then I ended up crying my eyes out in like the thick woods, like, what did I do? And I realized, you don't know what you lost till you've already lost it. And so I knew that my life wasn't going to go anywhere, not anymore. So I just kind of gave it up.
Some fucked over dude head.
It seemed that Kevin's plan was to flee the area, so he got on his bicycle and rode out of town. He eventually got to some railroad tracks where he ditched his bike and backpack and spent the rest of the night walking down the tracks. He got about 15 miles or 24 kilometers away before he walked up to a house and knocked on the door. He told the residents that he had killed his mother and needed to notify the police. One of the residents dialed 911 and Kevin was picked up by law enforcement without incident. He was taken to the Corpus Christi police station while officers went to the Windrush Apartments to check on Kimberly. The home he had stopped at belonged to the Johnsons, and Timothy Johnson said he would normally be at work when Kevin arrived that morning, but he had taken the day off. He feared what might have happened if his wife was home alone that morning. At the apartment complex, officers knocked on the door and got no answer, so they had the apartment manager let them into the unit. There, they found Kimberly's nude body on her bed in her bedroom with a trail of blood leading from the living room. There was a bloody hammer laying on the floor in the bedroom. Kevin's clothes were found inside the master bathroom off of Kimberly's room, and he later told investigators that he took a bath after the attack. Everything in the apartment matched Kevin's story except for a bloody knife investigators found at the scene. Kevin had told detectives that he had only used the hammer and hadn't stabbed his mother.
And there was some blood in the knife, but you said you never used it? I guess just blood just from when you grabbed it, right?
Don't make it no
that
better.
knife, actually, I used that to stir her brains up a little.
Hammer worse if you ask me, shit. I ain't finna teach you how to do this shit.
In the living room or the
Just
bedroom?
be, you know what I'm saying?
Just it wasn't
Ta-da, you
bad.
know,
I may have
knife,
said
your ass gotta put in
Yeah,
some
actually, I used
My
a knife
bad.
in the living room, and then didn't
My
I
bad.
take it with me?
So her brains were already kind of coming out when in the living room when you grabbed it?
Yes, but she was still snoring like a baby, and so I just kind of dragged her.
After officers
I'm just in the maze, fool. If I just keep talking this shit, my bad. I'm talking over video, anything, bro. I'm amazed, bro. Like, what the fuck? You ever see me react when I get to talking over shit? Like, gee, what the fuck is going on? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Whoa, nigga, whoa.
confirmed that Kevin had in fact killed his mother, he was in
Look at that boy lying. Shit. Ooh, the whole thing fitting that motherfucker. Shit. God damn.
interrogated by detectives where he openly admitted to everything he had done. One thing he couldn't do was give the investigators a reason for his actions outside
He thought all this shit up.
of being angry at her response to his desire to commit suicide.
It's cool. Fuck you, nigga. It was corny. I don't
In a
care.
way, yes, but I wouldn't take back what I did. Strange, really. I did love her. In a way.
You being mean to me?
Oh, no, she's been the best mother.
Okay, so there's nothing that she did?
Oh, absolutely nothing, no.
If I was to ask you, what did she do to deserve this, what would you answer?
Absolutely nothing. I'm a cruel, disgusting person, yeah.
It's unknown why Kevin turned himself in, but it's a good thing he did because it seems like he was definitely a serial killer in the making.
They gonna beat his ass in jail. He better goddamn. You go to a mental hospital or some shit. Bro, you getting beat up. You better go to PC. They gonna kick your ass. Give a fuck about you getting low.
Do you still feel like well, you're done with your mom. Do you still feel like you want to keep on killing? To keep on, with other fantasies? Or how do you feel?
I came here to pay for my crimes, so I guess I should continue with the truth. Truthfully,
Yes, definitely.
I would kill again.
How about us? If you want to kill us?
Oh, no, rather, men aren't my thing, actually.
Women.
Yeah.
Like so many serial killers, Kevin wanted to inflict pain and suffering on women. With so much of Kevin's past being a mystery, it's unknown what turned his fantasies into violence against women, but his mindset was a perfect example of what a young serial killer would be thinking. In an odd turn in the interrogation, detectives asked Kevin what his fantasy kill would be.
Maybe dressing up in a nice suit, sneaking into her house, disabling her boyfriend. I'd bring a pretty dress with me to dress her up in. I was always into strangling, but after that last blunder, I guess maybe something big and sharp would be more along my thing. And I could, I don't know, probably decapitate her, as I prefer my women dead. I'd dress her up, I'd stitch her up, kind of.
He wouldn't get no girls in real life, so he just took this shit out on his mama. And he want to take it out on his sister, too. You just want to take it out on all women. Like you say, you want your women dead or some shit. Because, bro, that's some sick shit. What the fuck? That's sick. That is sick, my boy.
Just kind of try to work the head back on.
So you can hop on Tinder. You can pay for some pussy. Damn. You can pay for some pussy, my boy. You just get you some, my nigga. You can get you some. Promise you can get you some. All you gotta do is pay for it. You gotta pay to play. Nigga don't want to pay to play, man. Man. These niggas fucking up. Man, y'all fucking it up. Y'all niggas fucked up out here. Y'all fucked up out here. See, I'd pay, boy, I'd spend my paycheck on some ass for. I'd just get out here and get the slash and goddamn it, I'm finna get the cash and the fuck out. You hear me? What the fuck?
Perhaps. I don't know. Then I'd go to town and it would be a night to remember. And then I'd kind of just burn everything and run for the hills.
It's very interesting that part of Kevin's fantasy is to disable his victim's boyfriend. He could simply fantasize about finding a woman alone, but he includes her being with her boyfriend so he can disable him. His fantasy includes a boost to his own ego, likely because he feels insecure about his own skinny body. He could have carried out a similar scenario with the Johnsons, disabling Timothy and then killing his wife. But I think Kevin knew he didn't have it in him to continue fleeing from the law. I think he quickly realized how difficult his journey was going to be after just 15 miles and fortunately gave up. Before the interrogation ended, the detectives had one last detail to clear up.
You mentioned that you lost your virginity to a corpse.
Yeah.
Can you tell a little bit about that? What happened?
Oh, well, just last night, my mother, yeah.
Okay, not somebody else. You're talking about your mom.
Yes.
Okay, so before that you had never...
Why the fuck? What the fuck? Y'all knew what he was talking about. Why the fuck y'all want to get details about this shit, bro? You sick. Y'all sick too. Y'all like hearing this sick ass shit, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? This shit got me disgruntled. Goddamn it. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
Well,
what the fuck? I'm flabbergasted, man.
Quiet about it. I might as well tell you now. Yeah, and it's on the note too, the PS part. We used to have a gray cat named Claire. Oh yeah, bestiality is a thing of mine too. Now you know. And so I strangled it, I drowned it, and then I cut it open. You know the rest. You kind of get the rest.
You had sex with the cat? With the dead cat?
Yeah, ripped it open, stuck it in there. Yeah.
So technically,
so y'all only two bodies is a cat, a dead cat, and your dead mama. And my only two things you took down out here.
Kevin lost his virginity.
You looking at me like, shit, boy. But I already play with me, boy.
To a dead cat. Gross. Despite confessing to the murder, Kevin initially pleaded not guilty to the charges. It's possible he was going to try to use an insanity defense, even though he told detectives during his interrogation that he believed he was sane and he knew right from wrong.
Yeah,
he was evaluated by a psychiatrist who testified that he does have a personality disorder, but he wasn't considered insane by court standards. He knew what he was doing, and
I don't even promote niggas going to jail, but hey, lock his ass the fuck away.
That it was wrong. During the trial, the defense called no witnesses, and eventually Kevin changed his plea to guilty. Kevin Davis was sentenced to life in prison and will be eligible for parole in 2044. Due to his blatant disregard for human life, his admission that he does want to continue killing, and his complete lack of remorse for killing his own mother, it's unlikely that he will receive parole for quite some time after it becomes available to him, if ever. Kevin was a unique type of monster who had all the makings of becoming a serial killer if he hadn't turned himself in. Fortunately, he did, and he'll likely spend the rest of his life in prison. If you're the victim of domestic abuse, please reach out to someone for help. Please talk to your local shelter or call the National Domestic Abuse Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE.
Yeah, this
That's
it.
1
I don't know, fool. I'm down if we go take a shower. I feel dirty after just listening to this shit, fool. I don't know what the fuck. There's some sick ass people in this world, bro. What the fuck, bro? Jesus. I know for sure, goddamn it, I'm finna goddamn tune in the dude page and start watching this shit, cause these niggas, there's some sick ass people out here in this world. Hey man, make sure y'all go out here and subscribe to the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck to say about this shit. What the fuck? I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. 'Cause what the fuck?